Well, when we talk about the solar industry, of course, there's a wide variety of potential positions. It's not just a matter of installing a system on a house or in a field. In fact, solar investment in Ontario is going towards manufacturing facilities, as well as to the establishment of solar farms and smaller scale solar projects, such as on a house or on a barn in a field. So you really have to start to define what type of, what part of that industry you're talking about participating in. The manufacturing side of it will require the same type of manufacturing skills that any of our traditional industries have had, whether it be CAD/CAM design experience and education, whether it be someone actually doing assembly or machining. So those traditional occupations are going to be there, and the same type of qualifications that you would have had for those occupations previously in, let's say, the auto industry will still be there. Now, on the other side, when you're looking at a solar installation itself, there's two aspects. The first is the design part of it, because you can't just plug in a couple of solar panels together and expect to get an efficiently operating system. There's a lot of work that goes into site assessment and planning of the system, into maximizing the design of the wiring behind it and so on. So there will definitely be requirements for people working on the design side, and they will require at least anywhere from an intensive 40 hours worth of training up to potentially 2 or 3 years at a community college to acquire the knowledge base for that design purpose. When you move to the installation side, again, the skill set is probably not as in-depth for many of the installation jobs. It is physical labor to install one of these systems, and if you can work at heights, even better, because many of these are installed on rooftops. But there's also a need to have people with a good, solid electrical knowledge base doing the installations, because the systems do produce electricity and they do produce a large amount of current, and people need to be able to work safely with those systems and know what they're doing. And certainly when you're talking about hooking into the electrical grid on the AC side of the electrical grid, then it requires a master electrician to be working with the system. There are currently no designations for working in the solar industry, no professional designations. Now, as I said, if you're working on the electrical side, on the AC side of the system, you should have electrical qualifications, and to actually work with that side, you should be a master electrician, and obviously familiarity with the electrical code and so on. But in terms of design and installation, there are no standards at the current time. The Canadian Solar Industry Association, or CANSIA, has really, in my opinion, maybe been a little bit slow on this. They knew the Green Energy Act was coming and that it would stimulate investment in solar, but they have not, to this point, established any type of professional requirements or educational requirements. They have been working with a group in the United States called the National Board of Certified Energy Practitioners, or shortened up to NABCEP, and they've been working on taking those US standards and bringing them here to Canada with some modifications. And I think that, at least in the short term, that's really what we need, because right now anyone could say that they are a qualified solar professional, and there's no way to gauge that. And certainly even the NABCEP standard would be something for both homeowners to rely on when they're looking for someone to do an installation, and for the professionals to use when they're going out to potential investors and be able to say, well, I have this certification, I have this background that's standardized across North America.